Hey guys, it's Angie. Today I'm gonna be doing some shipping, so I thought you could hang out and see how I do my shipping and we could just chat about reselling. Normally I do them in batches, but I'll do one at a time since we're hanging out here. Let's see what we sold. Let's see, this first thing is a Lily Pulitzer little dress. Sold for $24.26. So we'll go ahead and ship this. My scale, guys, this scale, same one has been on Amazon forever and it lasts. I think I've had it for 5 years, so if you need a scale, it's the one to get for sure. And it's actually a pretty nice scale because it does have a plug. I just use the batteries though. So we got 14 ounces. That means it's going first class. Now with my shipping with first class items, I charge $6.50 for a dress like this. That is going to cover usually the shipping fees, which it's going to be $5.96, but it's going to cover my shipping fees as well as the fees that I'm being charged by eBay for promoted listing fees and my 12.9%. So here we go. And I got my Rollo printer right beside me. And there's my first label. I think I'm gonna do cute lemons for this one. So let's do the label. I love to get like these fun poly mailers. These ones are a little bit bigger, but like the 10 by 13 ones work perfectly for most clothing. And then of course I'm gonna do a couple little thank you stickers on the package. One of those and then one of the little white ones. I like to get the bigger ones. These are only 1 inches, but I ran out of my 2-inch ones. Can you see it? There you go. But I still like to have little thank yous. It just makes it cute. But you'll see when I do this bag. This bag's a little bit bigger for it, but I just love the lemons. And there's number 1. I could be like Kristen, a rural squirrel. I love when she does that. It cracks me up. But oh, I just ordered some leaves, cute little leaf poly mailers, and then I did just solid orange ones because, you know, for Halloween, rather than get like a Halloween print one, I thought it would be kind of fun to just do the regular poly mailers. Okay, next item is Covington, a dress sold for $14.82, 12 ounces. So go to eBay to put in 12 ounces and let's see what the shipping is for first class. $4.42. So you see there that with the shipping of $6.50, I'm actually covering my fees there. Sometimes I don't completely cover it, like some items are going to be over $6 for shipping for first class, but usually it will even out. Like this one is only $4.42 and I charge $6.50. There's some stickers and I don't want to lose money on my shipping, so I do recommend that you do like a set price that's a little bit higher. Now when shipping goes up for the holidays, I'm actually going to increase my first class for most packages to $6.95. That will cover, now unless it's like something super lightweight, like 4 ounces or something, and then I'm usually doing like $4.25 for the package because that covers the difference. This one is smaller. I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm out of all my poly mailers that this one, I don't want to give their address, but this is just my eBay ones, which are actually really good if you haven't ordered these poly mailers before. They're like thicker quality and I do like that. But I ran out of poly mailers that are colored in this size. That's why I was using the bigger ones. But my new ones should be coming in soon. And I actually do have all my supplies down below. Links to all my Amazon supplies, so everything from tape to poly mailers, but you can see on there the little poly mailers that I just ordered, which are pretty cool. This right here, Sanctuary, it's a little shirt, $14.82. But I just got back from FlipCon, did that, got back on Saturday, well, I mean, I guess Friday late, but it was after midnight, so it was definitely technically Saturday. This one cost $4.50 to ship. 11 ounces. So I was a little bit behind on like the big items that I had to ship, but luckily my daughter came over and did all my small packages. My oldest daughter, Emma, came over and did all of my small packages, like the clothing and everything. I'm gonna use this one. And so my mom pulled everything out, so they tag teamed it, and then I just had the big items to ship, which was really super nice. I think I had like 6 items to ship, and then, you know, for the weekend and stuff, but this is just the last day or so. So this one's ready to go. Let's see what the next one is. I think I'm gonna do this right here. This is a cool Tommy Bahama t-shirt, and I use these poly bags. I just think that when you store your inventory, it's so much better to have it stored in bags, because if I'm sorting through these bags, I'm pulling them out like this, and if they're not in bags, they get completely wrinkled, they get they get lint on them. And this way, look, I mean, the shirt is in perfectly folded condition. I know it's not getting any lint or anything on it, so it's just ready to go as soon as I pull it out. Clothes are a little bit more of a pain at the start, but when it comes to shipping, it's so easy. So, you know, you get these bigger items and they're great. Like at the beginning, couple pictures, put them on, ready to go. But then you go to ship them, it's like 30 minutes later, you're still shipping. So this is 12 ounces. And of course I use the eBay shipping because it's going to save you money, guys. Definitely do not take your packages to the post office and do your mailing there, like at the counter, because then you're going to pay retail prices, and you definitely don't want to do that. The difference in price is significant when you're using the eBay prices, because that's the commercial price. So you are doing yourself a disservice if you are going to the post office. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, you know, if you're new, you're like, well, I don't have what I need, but you just need any printer to print a label. You can even, if you need to, start with white paper, cut the labels out and tape them onto your package. I did that for a long time before. Hi, Oliver. Before I had a printer, and then I switched to an inkjet, and then I switched to a laser printer, and now I have my thermal printer, which I love. I got the Rollo is the one that I have, but there is one, the IDPRT, which is about half the price. I have a link for that too. It's definitely a game changer. Once you have like $100 to get a thermal printer, it's worth it. These are some Lucky Brand white jeans, and you can see this is what my mom does. Ooh, there we go. She writes what it is, Lucky Brand, and then the size on it. So when we go to pull it out, when you're looking for it, sometimes you have jeans, and if there's multiple pairs, you don't know what it is. So we do it this way. So when we're looking for an item, we just double check to make sure it is the item we need. This one is over a pound. So that means we're doing Priority Mail flat rate. Love these things. This one will go Priority Mail padded flat rate, which is $8.20 when you are a top rated seller. I think it's like $8.60 if you're not top rated. I charge for, if I know it's over a pound, I charge $8.95, and that usually about covers my added fees. Not exactly, but super close. So this one, she's so cute. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks. Her name is Jeanette. So Jeanette sold. She weighs 5 ounces. Plush are great because you can just put them in a poly bag. Now what I do is, because I have a lot of plush, I always check to make sure there's no lint, no fuzzies on it or whatever, everything. So I usually have a lint roller around just to make sure there's nothing I've missed. But she looks great and good to go here. And I'm doing, look, I just think this would be so fun for the little plush going out. I figure usually plush is for, you know, a kid or a kid at heart. And so just making it a fun package is great. Okay, and then she just drops right down into a bag. Now, if your plush has any kind of like, where it's going to be animated or anything like that, where it has any moving parts or anything that's breakable, then you definitely want to package it a little differently than this. But this just being a plush, nothing can break on her. I don't mind putting them just in a poly bag and ready to go. Then I have this book, S.N. Haskell's. It's brand new. I can't remember where I got it actually. And I do have a specific way. You know, books go media mail, but video games cannot go media mail. So if you are sending your video games out media mail, you're doing it wrong. This book sold for $20 plus shipping. I got these. These are the eBay padded mailers. And let me tell you what, guys, these are great for books. Now, if a book is too big for this padded mailer, what I actually do is I will slit this down the side and put two of them together because it pads it enough for your books and it comes out great. So I just pop the book down in there. I take it where it folds right here, fold it over. And then I'm just gonna hold them and tape down the sides. Don't you love that sound? Okay, and then once I tape down the sides on these ones, because, you know, for me, I like my presentation to be good for what the customers get. And while it looks, you know, fine, it's taped down, what I like to do is I have a separate tape gun with my eBay tape. And now the eBay tape is kind of lousy for doing your boxes. I wouldn't recommend trying to secure a heavy box with the eBay tape, but the eBay tape just doesn't have the strength, you know, but it makes it look better. See, when I have the eBay tape on there, I'm going to do one more across the seam. It's loud. There you go. So it just looks better when you're sending it out. Okay, good to go. Then I sold this D&Co shirt. I picked these up, oh my gosh, at an estate sale, and I bought like all the shirts that they had and all the pants, I think, for $1 a piece. And surprisingly, they've been pretty consistent sellers. Now this only sold for $10 plus shipping, but hey, you know, $1 into 10. But this is 11 ounces, so we will do first class. And I love first class, guys. You don't have to measure the packages or anything. It's just like, done. And I definitely make sure that my shipping comes out of my pending eBay amount. But some people like to pay for their shipping off a credit card or something so that they can get points. But yeah, no, your girl is debt free, so I try not to use credit cards for much of anything, even though, you know, the points are good, just because I'm all about paying cash for everything so that I can stay debt free and it just works for me. And thank you stickers. Okay. I sold this, which is pretty cool. I didn't realize how small it was. It's a Henry Bendel. It's just a little keychain wallet, and it actually sold for $28.30. And I usually put them just because it's not going to get broken or anything, but I like it to give it a little more protection, so I use one of these bubble mailers. And it just goes right in there. I'm sure it probably weighs 4 ounces, but let's double check. Yep, 4 ounces. $28.30. I had never even heard of that brand, but I happened to find that at the Gobo bins. But definitely, if there's any shipping questions you have or anything I can help you with, definitely leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to, you know, give you my best advice. And then I sold just a nail polish, a little Orly. I sell a lot of nail polishes, but what I like to do with them is because I don't want them to get broken in shipping. I only make about, I paid like 25 cents each for these, and this sold for $7.15. Now that includes shipping, but I like to put them into a separate little bag. I actually found these bags at the Gobo bins, so it's just a little extra something. I paid next to nothing for all these, so while I have them, I'm definitely going to use them. If not, I would go ahead and wrap them in bubble wrap, but because I have these, I go ahead and just wrap it up in one of these, and then I put it into the little poly mailer, or the bubble mailer, and we'll put a little thank you on the outside there, and just pop that in. There you go. So it is $3.86 to ship it, so I definitely only made about $2 on them, but that's okay. When I paid a quarter for them, I have a bunch, so $2 on a bunch, and you see it takes no time at all just to throw them into one of these envelopes. Stick the label, and there we go. I don't know how many packages I'll do, but I'll do quite a few with you guys so you can get an idea of what I do. A lot of people do shoes in boxes and things, but if they are not shoes that can get really damaged or anything, I usually put them in a poly bag. Now these ones may be under a pound. They are. So these shoes, these are little Echo shoes. I'm going to put them in this bag and we will seal it up. And then I'm going to get one of the lemons. There you go. We'll stick it in there. But then I'm going to do a bigger pair where we definitely needs to go either priority or UPS ground. Now I use UPS ground a lot, guys. That or they only use priority, but most of the time you can save money by using UPS. The shoes I'm going to do are these ones. They are Timberland size 13, so they're a pretty big size shoe. Let's see how much, and I didn't sell them for a whole lot. I took a best offer and I was happy to get rid of them because I'm trying to downsize some of my shoes. I have way too many shoes. Okay, these only sold for $14.82, but they had $12 shipping on them. These guys are like my favorite mailers for shoes. I have these down below if you want to get some of them. I love the teal color, but they have them in every color. Typically, all the shoes fit across in them, but these ones are probably not going to because they're size 13. They're not, so we'll do it up and down. And we'll stick this one in here. Now, if these were shoes that could get scuffed or heels that could poke through or something, I would probably put them in a box. But since these are just basic shoes, I definitely can put them in a poly bag. So once I get them in there, I just fold the poly bag over and push some of the air out, and we fold it over again. See, so it kind of makes a little package there. And then I get my tape. We tape that edge. See, so it makes them nice and fit together. Now I get my eBay tape. And we go right over that seam. See, so it looks nice, ready to go. Now typically what I do is I will tape this little pocket because I don't want this to get caught in the conveyor belt when it's shipping. So I just get a little piece of tape and you can see I just tape that down. So then I don't have that little bubble that can get caught on something. All right, let's weigh these. I'd say 2 pounds, but maybe 3. 2.04, so unfortunately 3 pounds. So let's see what we got. And then we're going to measure this. And it is 13 by 6 by 5. And you just want to take your longest point, even though it's not like a square box, you're still just going to use the measurements from your longest point. Now this one happens to be, priority mail is only $8.72. And ground, surprisingly, is $11.13. So that's a big difference, and that's because these are going to South Carolina. It would be a big different story if it was going to Colorado or California or somewhere like that. So this actually is going to go priority mail, $8.72. Make sure it's all down like it should be. and we're good to go. Now this thing right here just sold is this little doll, and he has this little toy that he plays with. So we're going to put it in there. I do want to wrap the doll. It had a little wrap right there in it, but I'm not too thrilled with how this is because it is kind of a ceramic thing. So let me grab some bubble wrap. I really think it only needs one piece just to extra protect the doll. It'll be a pain for them to get this off, but I would much rather be safe than sorry. I'm going to put that in another box. This is an 8x6x4 box. This box is great for so many things that are going first class, including hats. So if you need hat boxes, definitely look up those. The link to these boxes that I use is down below too. And you see, it fits in there perfectly, but I'm going to get 2 pieces of bubble wrap on either side so it keeps it protected. Okay, so 2 pieces of bubble wrap, one on that side and one on this side. There you go, you could see. And then close it up, print the label. Now I am a tape crazy person because I'm a firm believer in taping all of your ends. All of my boxes, every end has tape on it. It's just something I have done since the beginning, and it's a habit I can't get out of. So you'll see every edge taped. Most of my items are not coming out of their boxes, let me tell you. And then I sold this men's suit. It's a Joseph A. Banks suit. I got this from a consignment store for $5. I'm not really into selling men's suits, but it's a consignment store that calls me when they have great deals, when they're like clearancing a bunch of items out. And they had some suits, and I'm like, they were trying to get rid of them. I'm like, okay, I'll take them. And so there was only like 4 of them. I'm like, fine, I will do it just because they're so good to me, and if they want to get rid of something, I'm going to buy it. But guys, this one sold for $45. So it paid for all of the suits. So I'm super happy about that. Did take a while, but that's okay. This weighs 3 pounds without a box. So let's see how I'm going to ship it. I'm trying to figure out if it's better for me to do priority mail or I'm trying to see if it's better for me to do priority mail or UPS, but I'm thinking it's going to be priority mail because it's actually shipping only here in Florida, just over in Jacksonville. So that's perfect. So I'm thinking it's only going to be like $9, $8.72, which is amazing. This one right here, 1513 by 3. Now, I know that these are self-stick, but I still tape the edges because I've had a lot of boxes pop open. Better safe than sorry. Great thing is I already put my stickers on there. Pop it right in there. Perfect fit. Close this thing up. Tape the other end. Got my label. Y'all ever do that? It sticks to something and you're like, please. I'm like, I can print another label, but I get like paranoid about it. I'm like, ah! And I just tape over the name. That way my label doesn't fall off. That one's done. I did have one Poshmark order, guys. And that is this right here. That's this right here. Cannot sell sorority items on eBay, but my daughter was Alpha Gamma Delta, And it's just a super nice jacket. She wore like twice because we're in Florida and she didn't really need a jacket. It sold for $18 on Poshmark, so I do have that Poshmark label. The thing I hate about Poshmark is, maybe I just haven't used it enough, is I can't get it to print on my Rollo, or I'm just too lazy to like actually find out how to do it. So look guys, I'm still printing it on the big label with my laser printer. I'm that person that I'm too lazy to like figure out technology. So if you're like I used to be with the big giant labels, at least they're sticky. But there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. I do like, I don't sell a lot on Poshmark, I just don't get very many sales, but I do love that they have the lower price for priority mail between 2 and 5 pounds. That's a great deal. Again, tape in the box. Now the reason this is not in a poly bag like most of my other clothes is that jackets a lot of times get hung up in our eBay closet. We have a bedroom that is our eBay photography room and a closet that we store some inventory in. And so I will just go ahead, now that I took it off the hanger, I will do the magical fold. Fold this down and then flip it up. Looks pretty good, right? And then I love these. These are ones with the suffocation warning, and the reason I got these is because if you send anything to Amazon, you have to have them with the suffocation labels. But I also get the ones without any labels. Ollie, hush. Someone is cutting our grass, so Ollie is having a fit about it. But like I said, I love the presentation when you send something out, and it just looks better when clothing comes in one of these bags. See? It just looks nice, right? So let me put a thank you sticker on there. And then a white thank you sticker. And in the box it goes. Oops! A thank you sticker came off. Pop that down. I hate when it does that. The corner doesn't come off. There we go. Push this down. Tape it, and then again, tape over the label just to be safe. And that one's good to go. And then the next item I sold, look how cute these are. They are Paw Patrol. Look how cute, all the little Paw Patrol, and they're like tiny little minifigs. And they sold for $13.45. Now what I'm gonna do is, they are in played with condition, so I'm not gonna like worry about individually wrapping them because I was clear. But what I like to do is I put them flat down so that they're not like bumping against each other. And then I'm just gonna wrap them in some bubble wrap. And then we'll tape that down. You see, and then they're flat like that. And then I'm gonna fold them on both ends. I just like, you know, them to be protected because even though they're just plastic toys, as they're shipping, they can get banged together, which will actually take off some of their paint, which we don't want to happen. So I just think it looks better if it comes like this. We put a little thank you sticker on it. And then one in pink. Gotta get me some bigger ones. But still little thank yous on there. You can see right there. If this was going to Florida or something, I would probably just put it in a poly bag. But they're going all the way to California. And I know how the post office is. They will bang it around and everything. So I'm just going to throw it in one of these 8x64 boxes. My go-to box. We'll just stick them right in here. Good to go. That way it's going to be protected. They'll be happier with the presentation when they're And the box typically weighs less than 3 ounces. So unless you're, over 13 ounces with something, putting in this box will not take it to over a pound. I did sell an Exhilaration swimsuit top. I bought a bunch of swimsuits for like $1.25 a piece, like all brand new with tags. Most of them were from Target. This one you can see was $19.99 at the store, and I sold it for $9.86 plus shipping. Now a lot of times I have a little bit smaller bag, like a 6x9 bag that I would use for swimsuits, but this one is a little bit bulkier, so I like to put it in a regular bag. Ollie, no one wants to hear you being barky dog. Oh my gosh, you sound ferocious. Okay, and it's 5 ounces. Like I said, it was a little bit bulkier. That's why I wanted to put it in a regular bigger bag, because I don't want it to be like smushed when they get it. $3.81 for shipping. Got the thank you sticker on there, just waiting on the label and get this one done. And this is taking way longer than I normally do. Like I said, I normally bulk print and things, but this is actually perfect for someone who is just starting out. Do it one at a time, figure out how you're going to do shipping. If you concentrate on one package at a time, you're not going to make errors nearly as much as if you do bulk printing. Then I sold these. These are just a little set of IKEA plastic bowls and plates. They sold for $14.36, and they're just under a pound. Okay, I'm going to use one of the eBay pattern mailers like I do for my books. And I'll just stick these right in here. They'll fit perfectly. Now this is, nothing's going to happen to them. They are plastic. They are sealed in a bag. They're ready to go. I'm just going to seal it, and they're going to be perfectly protected. There's nothing breakable in there, so this will keep it under a pound, so it still goes first class. This is especially important for this one because it's going to Washington State. So if this ended up being over a pound, it would have been probably $12 to ship it out. So I'm really happy it fit first class. All right, that's all the shipping I'm going to do on this video. It's getting a little bit long. I'll go ahead and end it for now. And next time I'm going to do some challenging items that are a little more difficult to ship, so you can see how I do some of those. But we did a lot of priority mail and first class for you today, and I hope you enjoyed just a chill, relaxing shipping video. I hope you enjoyed it, a little something different. We'll see you next time. Bye.